My husband's nephew put his hand on me while I was sleeping. If I tell anyone, this whole family will be ruined. My husband took a job overseas for a month, 4 weeks of him being gone from our house. I didn't want to stay alone in our place the whole time, so my sister-in-law offered for me to stay with them. She's 47 and basically adopted me when I married into this family 6 years ago. I came from nothing. No parents who cared, no siblings who stuck around. Her family became mine. Her oldest son is 17 and my husband's godson. They treated me better than my own blood ever did. The first 2 weeks were good. I'd video call my husband twice a day, morning before his meetings and night before bed. My sister-in-law and I would cook dinner together. Her son would eat with us, then go upstairs to do homework or game with his friends. Normal stuff. I felt safe there. I'm the kind of person who stays up late. Always have been. So last Tuesday, everyone went to bed around 10, and I stayed downstairs to watch TV. I put on House of the Dragon because I was behind on episodes. I grabbed a Coke from the fridge and settled into the couch with a blanket. I don't remember falling asleep, but I woke up to a hand under my shirt. My eyes shot open and I saw him, my nephew. I pushed at his arm, but he clamped his other hand over my mouth and shoved me back into the couch cushions. I tried to scream, but nothing came out. He hit me on the side of my head, once, twice, 3 times, told me to stop moving. Everything got blurry for a second. I reached out and my hand found the glass on the coffee table. I swung it at his head as hard as I could. It connected and he made this horrible sound, like a grunt and a yell mixed together. That must have woken his mom up because I heard footsteps rushing down the stairs. She came into the living room and started screaming. She grabbed him by his shirt and pushed him toward the back door, kept hitting his shoulders and yelling at him to get out, to go to the guest house in the backyard. He left and she followed him out there. I just sat on the couch shaking. I realized I had peed myself. My hand was bleeding from where the glass broke and cut into my palm. She came back inside maybe 10 minutes later. Didn't say anything at first, just took me by the arm and walked me to the bathroom, ran the water, handed me clean clothes. I changed and she wrapped my hand in gauze from the medicine cabinet. Then she gave me 2 pills from a bottle and a glass of water. Said they'd help me sleep. I took them because I didn't know what else to do. We went to the guest room and she sat in the chair by the bed until I passed out. I woke up at noon the next day. The house was quiet. Too quiet. I went downstairs and she was sitting at the kitchen table with her coffee. Everyone else was gone. Her husband at work, her son at school, I guess. When she looked at me, her face was different, cold. She said she was disappointed in me, that she opened her home to me and I used her son. I stared at her, told her she saw what happened. She was there. She saw him on top of me. She shook her head and said she saw nothing, that nobody would believe someone like me if I tried to say otherwise. Then she asked if I really wanted to break this family apart, if I wanted that on my conscience. I grabbed my phone from the counter and tried to walk to the front door. She stood up and blocked the hallway, asked where I thought I was going. What would people say if I just left? I started crying and told her I just wanted to go home. She didn't move, just stood there looking at me like I was the problem. I begged her to let me leave and promised I wouldn't say anything to anyone. She finally stepped aside but grabbed my arm before I got to the door. Told me she'd pick me up tomorrow to take me to lunch, that we'd talk more then, that I needed to think about what telling people would do, how it would destroy her son's future, how it would ruin my husband's relationship with his sister, how his whole family would turn on me. I drove home and locked every door, checked every window. I haven't called my husband yet. I don't know what to say. He calls me every morning at 8 his time, and I've been sending texts saying I'm still asleep or in the shower. He'll be home in 2 weeks. His sister texts me every few hours asking if I'm okay, reminding me that her son made a mistake but he's just a kid, that I'm the adult here, that this family has given me everything. I sleep with the lights on now. I put a chair against my bedroom door.